his promise. A great run from Coleman, but he's not quite the man he used to be. Noah Lyles promised us gold, and he's delivered. He has roared with the heart of the greatest.
You heard that, right? Winning by 0.005 of a second is borderline crazy. And, well, it is. Simply looking at this, you can't even tell who won, as they appear to be stepping on the finish line at the same time. Needless to say, this win caused quite a stir worldwide. And it's not at all surprising after pictures and videos of the race made rounds online. The race had been very close, too close, that as the athletes crossed the line in an incredibly close finish to the men's 100-meter, NBC's Lee Diffie immediately called the race for Jamaica's Kashane Thompson. There's an Olympic gold medal waiting for somebody who wants it the most. Now Thompson starts to wind up, Diffie said on NBC's broadcast. Curly's going with him. This is close. Jamaica's going to do it. Kashane Thompson is a gold medalist. So, for a few moments after the race, Thompson was an Olympic champion, at least to viewers in the United States. Meanwhile, broadcasters such as the BBC in the UK declined to name a winner until the results of a photo finish came through. And when they did, USA's Noah Lyles was declared the new champion. It didn't take long for the broadcaster to apologize for the mistake. In a tweet, he wrote, "The men's 100 was epic and closest of all time. My eyes and instinct told me Kashane Thompson won." Obviously that wasn't the case. I shouldn't have been so bold to call it, but I genuinely thought he won. I got it wrong. I am thrilled for Noah Lyles, as his story only gets bigger. 2018 Boston Marathon champion Desiree Des Linden, too, thought that the Jamaican won, as she wrote in a comment. "Replays correct us, but you were not alone in thinking Thompson won. The drama of it was fun." To be fair, even Lyles himself admitted that he thought he had been edged into silver in a race decided by a tiny margin. After the race, we were waiting for the names to pop up, and I'm going to be honest, I came over, I was like, "I think you got the Olympics, dog." He was in lane 4, I was in lane 7, so I couldn't really see what was happening. Lyles said after the race, "I continued to run like I would win it. Something told me, I need to lean. It is that type of race. It was crazy." It's a great thing he listened to his gut, right? It earned him the gold, after all. How come, some may ask? If you are, you're not alone on that, as it had been a hot topic for debate even hours after the race, and Lyles was proclaimed the winner. Some argue that the Jamaican stepped on the line first, and it did seem like it. But remember how Lyles shared how he thought he should lean. It's a stroke of luck and genius that he did. So, how exactly did he win? Well, it all started when Noah Lyles made his Paris Olympic debut in the men's 100-meter heats, posting a time of 10.04 seconds to advance. Take note, though, that Lyles actually finished second in the heat, which Great Britain's Louis Hinchliffe won in 9.98 seconds. That did not bid well for him, but it's just the beginning, so there's that. What matters is the end game, and boy did he crush it. It was a dramatic final, to say the least. Truth be told, nobody could have predicted what it would take him to claim that title. Even himself, as you heard him say earlier, on a night of spectacle and drama in the Stade de France. The American produced the race of his life to win the Paris 2024 men's 100-meter title in the closest of photo finishes. Even he acknowledges the fact that he was up against the world's best of the best. It was obviously a close race, but he reacted accordingly as he, the reigning world champion, dipped at the line in 9.784 to pip Jamaica's Kashane. Although Lyles came into the race as the reigning world champion in both the 100-meter and 200-meter, he wasn't the fastest man this year. That title belonged to Thompson, whose time of 9.77 seconds at the Jamaican trials was 0.04 faster than Lyles had ever run. So, getting the gold at the end of the day is a pleasant shock to the American, as he said. Had he been a little slower, like 0.005 of a second slower, he'd be singing a different tune. It was a very competitive race after all, as the world's fastest sprinters stood on the starting line. This is evidenced by the fact that all 8 men finished within 12 sacks of the gold medal. with last place Jamaican Seville crossing the line in 9.91. Need it be said that it was a time that was good enough for 4th at the Tokyo Games? What just happened in Paris means that, for the first time, 8 men had run under 10 seconds in a win-legal race, making it the fastest race in history. 4-time Olympic champion Michael Johnson said it was absolutely the best 100-meter final he has ever seen, bar none. Johnson said in an interview, "The final lived up to the hype. Going through the rounds, it looked like a foregone conclusion that Kashane Thompson would win, as he was the one who came in as the fastest man in the world. He, apparently, was among the thousands, if not millions, of people watching the race who held their breath for the winner." The track legend said, "We didn't even know who won for a few minutes. For those who still find it unclear why it was Lyles who won, you should know that in track and field, the end of an athlete's lap is determined by the moment their torso crosses the finish line. So, while it may appear that other competitors' feet reached the finish line first, the photo displays Lyles in lane 7, with his chest meeting the mark. Simply put, it came down to just 0.005 of a second, the width of a torso, a blink of an eye. That was the margin between gold and silver, and the gap between Lyles and Thompson after their heads bobbed over the line in 9.79 SEC. As you all know, there was an agonizing wait while officials determined the winner. This is agonizing. The wait lasted longer than the race, Gerard Whateley said in commentary for Channel 9. Noah Lyles set himself up for this moment. He wanted to transcend, and he is the star of athletics now, in one of the closest finishes the Games has ever seen. For his part, Kashane Thompson was feeling a myriad of things. "I didn't trust myself enough and my speed to bring me through the line," the Jamaican sprinter told reporters about his silver medal effort. "I am disappointed, but I am also glad. I am grateful," the 23-year-old Thompson admitted. The new Olympic silver medalist said he refuses to carry regret after what was one of the fastest Olympic 100-meter finals ever. Ran in front of an electric Stade de France crowd as one of the marquee events of Paris 2024. "I wouldn't do anything over," he said. "I don't look at it as doing it over. I made a mistake. I have to take it and move on. There's no going back." Seeing how he interacted with his fellow podium finishers, it's obvious that he meant what he said. Watch this to see how well others have fared so far.